everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we're going to be taking a look at the new Radioactive palette from Gourmande Girls, and it is a beauty. Look at those shades. There are a ton of duochrome and multichrome shades in here, really awesome shimmers. So we are just immediately going to jump in with swatches, and I'm going to do an eye look, and make sure you stick around to the end because there is a giveaway in this video. But you're gonna have to wait until the end to find out exactly what all is gonna be in it and how to enter. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into all of the swatches for this. First shade up is Radon, which looks like a really pretty kind of iridescent shade. Very nice. Yep, nice light base, and then it looks like it's got kind of like a yellowish green tint to the shimmer on there. But really nice reflect. That is super duper pretty. Also just a very strong shade all on its own for an iridescent, so that is really, really nice. Next up is the shade Exposure, which definitely looks like one of the multichrome shades. This guy has kind of that like orangey red base to it, and then has a green to purple to blue with maybe some pink shift in there. So there's that kind of orangey red base. Then you can see a little bit of the bluish purple. Definitely into the purple, and now you're seeing on the bottom that green. Oh yes, there it is. Purple, blues, and greens. Look at that. That is really nice. Also just an absolutely gorgeous reflect on there. You can see it from a mile away. That is a pretty, pretty shade. And we've definitely seen shades like this before in other palettes, but I think that this is a really nice level of reflect on there. And so there's probably like zero work that I'm gonna have to do to have this show up on the eye, which is really, really nice. Oh, the next shade is probably gonna be one of my favorites. This is the shade Elemental, and it is a mermaidy shade. Look at that. Oh man. All right, so it's got deeper blue into kind of a turquoisey blue, maybe like hints of green and purple in there, but primarily dark blue to turquoisey blue. I do think there's like ever so slight some hints of purple and green in there. Here you can kind of see that deeper blue into the nice turquoise blue, and then ever so slight some of those hints of like green and purple depending on how the light catches it. But super beautiful shade and very, very pigmented. Really, really nice. Ooh, okay, so I know I said Elemental was nice, but this next shade, Radium, also looks very, very nice. Starts off with this kind of oil slick blue shade, has a darker kind of grayish black base, and then goes between that kind of like, I would say purple to green, but the green has like almost a bluish tint to a very oil slick kind of shade. So there you can see the darker base, some of the purple into some bluish, and then there you've got a little bit of that greenish tone to it. You can really see how it's a bit more green when you compare it to the turquoisey blue on this shade. And just a very nice, deeply pigmented shade. There you can really see the purple versus the like greenish, I don't know. It legit to me looks like what an oil slick on water would look like. That is a really pretty shade. All right, next shade we have is Curie, which is another beautiful bluish shade. Oh, look at that. Look at that, oh my goodness. So this one goes between like a chlorine blue and a purplish shade, but this reflect on here, oh, and then also some green I'm seeing in there. Okay, so you can really see, there's the purple, and then as I pull back a little, you get more of the blues. I mean, it is just lots of different shades as I'm moving it around on there. That is super pretty. So to me, this guy is like the deeper version of this one, where this kind of goes a little more towards like hints of green into the turquoise and then the blue. This one starts off already in the blue and then goes deeper, like look at that, into that beautiful kind of royal purple midnight blue. Oh, very pretty. We know I'm a sucker for some good blues on here. All right, next shade is Nucleus, and this looks to me like a pinkish shade. I don't know what kind of shifts to expect from this guy. Okay, so this one is not super shifty, like as I am looking at it right now. It just looks primarily pink, but I would say like ever so slight as the light hits it. I feel like I'm maybe getting like a hint of ever so slight light blue on there. I'm not sure, but here's the pink, and then can you see like ever so slight? It gives off like it's got some bluish flecks on top. Very subtle, but very pretty, which makes the pink kind of come across a bit more cool tone than you would think a pink would be. So very pretty. Oh man, I would love this as like a lip shade. That'd be pretty. I like a good pink. Takes me back to like the early 90s. Okay, this next shade is High Energy, and it looks like it's gonna be a bit more sheer. I'm lying, it's not sheer. It is, however, a significantly lighter formula as far as like, okay, Falco, you just dripped. It is not quite as thick of a formula, I would say, like as chunky as some of these other guys are. It is a little bit smoother of a consistency, but not sheer. And so this guy goes between like blue, purple, and pink, but has a clear base, which is part of why I thought it might be sheer in the beginning. But this is one swatch, and I can't see any of my skin underneath, so sheer is definitely not the correct term for it. But you can see that really nice bluish reflect as I pull on there on the bottom, and then it goes to that kind of purplish on top, and then finishes with just a slight pink to it. But really, really pretty. And I mean, that reflect, you can see this guy from all the way back here, even with like how light those tones are. Really pretty. This would make a beautiful topper shade. All right, next up is Gamma Ray, and this to me looks like another pinkish shade. Yep, but I think it does switch between pink and like, yeah, definitely goes between pink and like a beautiful gold shade. So there's the pink, and then there you can see the gold as I move my arm around. So depending on where the light hits it, you're gonna get that gold, and then the rest of the time it's that pink undertone on there. That is a really pretty shade. I will say I have seen this type of shade before, but I do think that the gold comes through really, really nicely on this one. And so it is a more pigmented version than what I've seen in the past, which is really, really nice. I'm definitely enjoying these formulas so far. They are really, really pretty. Then we have the shade Ultraviolet, which is back to that a little bit thicker consistency. That's pretty. So it definitely has that magenta red base to it and goes between like a raspberry red, cranberry red, and purplish shades. So there you can see the magenta kind of base and that more cranberry to raspberry red, and then it kicks to the purple as the finish on there. But that is very pretty as well. I did kind of goober up the swatch a little bit on there. Sometimes I go in a little too heavy-handed and then it gets too chunky. All right, ooh, this next shade looks like a Starry Night to me. Oh man. So it's also a little bit thicker, but it is a beautiful deep purple. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh man. And yeah, so to me, it doesn't really have a shift, but it has these blue and white sparkles on top, which that's part of why it looks like a night sky to me. So there's the purple, and as I come in close, you can see those sparkles on top where it just gives it this glitter feel to it. But that is such a nice, rich purple shade. It is so pigmented. I mean, look at that. Oh, that's a pretty shade. It's pretty. I was thinking I was gonna go with a blue look, but I might need to add in some purple. Undecided at this point now. All right, then we have the final blue shade, which is Quantum. Also a little bit thicker. You can tell I have a tendency to dip in a little heavy on there. Ooh, unexpected. Okay, so I thought it was just gonna be a deeper blue. It is not. It actually goes from like a really nice deeper blue into a lighter purple, and then into a very light lilac-y violet kind of shade. Oh, and then I'm seeing green in the, what the shade is crazy. I wasn't ready. So you could definitely see kind of that like turquoisey green, almost like what we're getting up here. And then it goes into the purple at the top, and then you've got that deeper purple into that really deep blue. I threw me through a loop. I thought it was just a dark blue shade in the palette, and it is like, this is what I thought it was just gonna be, was like the darker blue. It's got all kinds of purplish tones in there. I mean, that is really pretty. Holy smokes, unexpected. All right, and then the last shade, which is definitely the shade that when you first look at this palette, this shade pops the most, is Electro Love, and it is just a straw. All right, I was gonna say strawberry red. I take it back, like a tomatoey neon red. Look at that. Look at this pop of red. Like, your eye immediately goes to that red shade, and it is like, so it goes from like a tomatoey blood red into kind of an orangish shade. Definitely a thick consistency on there, and then the reflect kind of almost goes light pink with how the light hits it. But it is just, that is a stunning red shade. Holy moly. Man, I really like that shade. All right, so this is the entirety of the Radioactive palette. Just really, really nice, super pigmented shades, really pretty shifts. Lots of different formulas to work with. This iridescent just goes for days. I mean, it looks almost just sheer white on there, and then you look at it in person and you're like, that's kind of a yellowish green glow to it. Really, really nice. I mean, I really like these shades. They're super pretty. Like, I was already enjoying it when I saw the Galactic palette, and this Radioactive one is an awesome second multichrome palette that Gourmande Girls has come out with. Christina is just all over the multichromes at this point, and these last two palettes I've been super impressed with, which is part of why that is a big portion of what the giveaway is going to be. So there are going to be 2 giveaway prizes that I'm going to be doing. Half of the prize I kind of hinted at in my last Copacetic Cosmetics video. There are going to be 2 lip products, one that is going to go in each of the giveaways, and then the single eyeshadows are also going to go into the giveaways. And then on top of that, the 2 giveaways will include 1 Radioactive palette each and 1 Galactic palette. So this is the Galactic palette right here. It has 6 duo multichrome shades in there. I'll link somewhere around here what those shades look like, so that way, in case you're wanting to see swatches and everything, you can check that video out. But you guys will be getting 1 each of the Radioactive and the Galactic palettes. You'll also be getting 1 of the 2 lippies and several single shadows from Copacetic on top of that. So those are the 2 prizes that are gonna be going out, and then after I'm done with my eye look, I will let you guys know what you need to do to enter. Okay, so I really kind of think what I am going to do is I just want to use these first 4 shades, because I really want to do kind of a greenish blue, oil slicky kind of look, and so I think that these shades are gonna go really nicely together, especially given like the shifts that this one kind of goes between the green, purplish, and then pinkish, and then blue. This guy goes between greens and blues. This guy goes between greens and purples. And then you just have this gorgeous little iridescent guy that I'm gonna put in the inner corner. But I think those are the 4 shades I'm gonna go with. And so let's go ahead and jump right in, see how they do with a dry brush to start, as we always do here to test out the quality. All right, so the initial application of the exposure shade, which is this guy right here, is not bad at all. It applied pretty nice and easy on there. Also, literally 1 speck of fallout, and I was packing it on pretty strongly, which is great. And what this tells me is that this is a really good palette yet again. If you were wanting to get some really nice shades that are very buildable, because this is a nice level of opacity just upon initial application with a dry brush. But because I really want this look to go pow, I am going to use my finger and some setting spray and like really pack it on, and then you'll see just how intense it can get. So here's the difference between the 2. This eye, I went in with setting spray on there, as well as using my finger to apply an additional coat. This one is just the initial dry brush, and so you can definitely see a difference on there. Like, especially with that green shimmer, I'm able to really see a difference in the level of shine on there, which is really, really nice. So you can definitely tell really beautiful already on its own just with a dry brush, but super buildable into just a whammo kind of shade. All right, so that is both eyes done with that first shade, and it is so pretty. Like, I could legit just do this on my whole eyelid and I would be like, we're good to go. But we are going to continue on with the elemental shade next, which is this beautiful mermaid shade. And then we're gonna go into the outer corner with this guy. And then I'm kind of wondering if on the under eye, I wanna utilize the Curie shade and then this guy, or maybe this guy. Undecided as of yet, but we're gonna grab one of them, that is for sure. Alright, so this is the next shade on top of there, and they blended together really, really nicely. Like, that greenish shade layers on top of the elemental shade really nicely, and so I'm really enjoying this so far. Okay. Those two shades especially, Elemental and Radium, blended together beautifully. Oh my gosh, I am loving this look. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. We might need to throw on some lashes just to really get it to just be like, pow. But this is already so, so nice. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay. Now, what do we want to do for the bottom? I think for the bottom, I am going to start off with the exposure shade again, which is this guy, but then I am going to blend it from there into this guy down here, which is our bluish into purple shades. That is the quantum shade. So I think that is how I am going to do that portion. All right, I am loving this look. It is just all of the amazing, like, oceany dreams. So the final thing that I'm going to do is go in with the Radon shade, which is the iridescent, into the inner corner just to really pull out some more of those, like, yellowish tones. But this is looking awesome. Oh man, oh, I love it so much, oh my god. Oh, yeah, I have not done a fun, like, oceany, oh, this is so summer. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, and that pop in the inner corner, oh my gosh, I am in love with this look, 100%, oh my goodness. All right, I am gonna tightline and throw mascara on, and possibly some lashes, and we will be back. All right, and we're back with the final look. I decided to go without lashes just because I did not want to have it cover up any of this, but I'm gonna come in close to show you guys all of this sparkly madness that is going on right now. So I decided to go with a light turquoise liner just because I felt like that really brightened up the under eye even more, and you can just like see the insane amount of reflect going on my eyes. Like, it is just nuts. Like, even from afar, like, I can see the amount of glow that is going on, and I absolutely love these shades. Like, they are so much fun. They are so bright and pigmented. I mean, this is just, I love it. I love good bluish, like, mermaidy looks, so this is so, so fun to me. And the rest of these shades are absolutely stunning too. I cannot wait to do like a nice kind of lighter pinkish purple look. And then at some point I am going to delve into that red shade, and I am ready. Because I definitely know that in the Galactic palette, there are several shades that would go very, very nicely with that red shade. So I am excited to kind of put all of that together into like maybe a like vampy reddish look. I don't even know. But I am loving this. The last two palettes that Gourmande Girls has come out with have just been nothing but these shimmery duo and multichrome shades, and I am absolutely here for it. We know I love some awesome shimmers, and the shiftier the better. So I love these palettes, and I hope you guys love them too. But that is why I wanted to do a giveaway that includes those palettes, just because they have been so much fun for me that I just had to share them with you guys. And so what you need to do to enter, you need to be at least 18 years or older. As of right now, unfortunately, just because of the shipping costs to different places, I am going to keep it just in the United States with this one. However, I will say that my birthday one that I am going to do next month at the end of July, that one I will do as like a international giveaway. I just can't do that many. And since there are two here, that would end up costing me an arm and a leg. And so this particular giveaway will just be for US only. I'm sorry, but yeah. Again, the next giveaway for my birthday in July, that one will be international as it always is. And it will have tons and tons of awesome stuff as well. But for this one, it will be US only. And what I need for you guys to do, if you want to enter, is down below in the comments, let me know what your favorite shade from this palette was. That way I know what shades you guys are really digging, which ones you're loving, and then I can try and do a fun look including some of those shades in the future, or at least hit the right tones. And so let me know which shade was your favorite from the palette. And again, there are two giveaway winners that can win this time. You do also need to be subscribed to my channel, and definitely go check out Gourmande Girls, the website, check out all the other products that Christina has. I'll also link her Instagram down below for Gourmande Girls, so you can go and check out and get notified anytime she's coming out with new products. But that is it. So 18 years or older, must be US, must be subscribed, and let me know down in the comments below what your favorite shade from the Radioactive palette was. We have all of these. Other than that, if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, you probably should subscribe, especially if you want to be part of the giveaway. And even if you don't want to be part of the giveaway, I would love it if you would join my family here on YouTube. We talk a ton about indie brands, do really, really colorful makeup. I swatch absolutely everything. I'm also starting to branch out a little bit more into some clothes and lots of international brands and everything. So definitely stick around if that sounds like fun to you, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did not, as we always do here. And other than that, you guys just go have a good one.